himself, and he knows a lot of people that employees that could work for him. And wholesale would know a lot of people. I don't know. I just see wholesale deals in New York. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be a partner in flips. A stash from me now. Keston got this one lead in New York. Man, you guys are cracked up, man. This guy, he I want to say he cursed Keston out. Maybe he did, but man, this guy was talking to Keston like, no, this is $90,000, right? And him and Keston somehow they stopped. He ghosted him or he stopped communicating. So Keston had me call me like, George, I bet you came whatever get this deal or whatever. I called him up.
Yeah, I can pull it up. So basically, for us calculating the assignment, this $13,000, this changes, right? Because again, we're not going to have $1,300 in marketing, $2,000
at all.
in renovation.
Yeah,
Now this goes
but it
down
was.
instead of 13,000.
I
This
could
goes
be wrong.
down
I think
to
it was.
4,500.
Might have been a condo. It might have been a condo. But this guy, he's tough as nails, though, man.
Correct. So what we're looking for is just the closing costs, have you pay that, cost of acquisition.
He was really difficult.
Obviously, if there were cash to the seller or arrears. So basically, the first four items on the entry.
No.
And what we're going to do is figure out what type of cash from cash return a buyer's going to buy. Now, this is
how much can you pay?
Property,
Like, he was ripping Keston
they would
apart.
want a
Keston's
little bit
like,
more
oh
cash
gosh,
return
I
than
wouldn't
maybe
be the
some
buyer. Dude just be like, well, what can you pay? Well, what's this and what's that? I wish Keston was here. He'd be laughing right now, man. That dude was crazy. Oh man, but hey, who knows? Yeah. So you want to do business in New York, man? Why New York? Because that's where you live, or where you're about to move to. Well, my brother does live in New Jersey, and he's actually really successful. But he doesn't want partners. He wants private money because he makes more money that way, right? He already established a business where he actually has literally people to do acquisition for him. He like literally just managed to see houses. Okay, he's that. My problem with actually flipping in New Jersey, which is what I'm close to. My problem is if you get a deal from a wholesale, which is the best deal you would typically get rather than MLS.
Assignment fee, because we know the deal is good. Like if we were to buy this deal ourselves, we know just based on the entry fee, obviously figured out the cash from cash return just as it sits, it would be 29%. Now for us to figure out, what we would make on an assignment, we would adjust down to the cash from cash return the investors are going to want in that area. So it could be anywhere from 10 to 20%. Usually the rougher areas, they're going to want a 20% cash on cash return because they're going to have to make more money because people assume that the tenants are just going to trash the place anyway. So investors are going to want more of a cash on cash return for, lower income areas. So, basically now we're at 19.8%, basically 20% on cash on cash return. And that is at $20,000. So let's say we market this deal, and we have this deal in New Jersey. The total cost to get into the deal is $20,000. Now our cost to the seller, meaning what do we make net after they pay for closing costs? What else do we have here? And then the cost of acquisition, right? After they pay those two things, so now we're at $20,000 minus $4,500 because these two items here, cost of acquisition. Oh, sorry, I thought I was. Let me go back here.
Don't trust these wholesalers, man. They shady out here, man.
There we go. So these two items here. Because again, let's just totally get rid of these here because if we're assigning this deal, then we don't have to worry about renovation, maintenance, or marketing. So those are out of the equation. So the only thing on an assignment that the end buyer would have to pay is cash to the seller if there was any, arrears if there was any, cost of acquisition, which we always have a pre-built-in cost of acquisition of $2,500. And then also closing cost of $2,000, which the closing cost might be a little bit higher because it's a property price under $100,000. So really it should be about $1,000, but still just being a little conservative there in case there's anything else we have to pay for. So now our total cost to the So this deal is $4,500. We're marking this deal out for $20,000, right? So that would mean we would make $15,500 on this deal.
You can sell us stuff too.
Okay. I appreciate you guys so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Zachary. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Hopefully you guys got some value there. I wanted to underwrite this deal before we call this seller and lock it up. Renee, this is Vinny. You're a deal in New Jersey. Awesome. And hopefully me running through that broke it down again. Guys, Bryce and myself, we did a Zoom this past Saturday. I know a couple people have been asking about the recording. I will share the recording if you guys want the recording for this Zoom also.
I got a contract today. I got a deal. So on that, it's when I do it by yourself, man. Sheesh. I got backup music in the back, bro. Gotta have something, man. I'm looking at my CR number. I have 67 leads that I have yet to call. New leads. You have a VA, I'm assuming, right? Holla up. Yeah, I got a VA service that I think. Gotta get to work. Got 2 more calls. Go for it. And again, got 2 more calls, man. You got 67 to catch up. That's gonna probably take you based on 20 out of 5. That's at least 3 days, right? That's it. No, because when I come in from 10 to 11:30, I'm doing all of my people that I've already talked to before. Shit, what's more, it's like 2 weeks. That's what we don't want to lose these deals. And they still coming in, man. But I'm not complaining. That's a good problem to have. I don't feel overwhelmed though, because when I do come to call my leads, they don't be like, man, you almost called me. You know, they said you. I never did that.
How do you handle your follow-ups, John?
What if they complain about me calling late?
No, I don't know if they will, but let's say right now 67. Do you make sure like you touch them up before the end of the week? Or because I had that problem too, when I had like leads, I had a lot of them, but I was not calling a lot, so I had that problem. I don't know how you handle that, like getting leads every day. They come up new ones and stuff like that.
Next thing I do, bro, is make sure I hit my number up there. And I'm not taking no further than that.
Got it.
I'll catch up to them because, man, I get about, some days I get no leads come to my email, but like, right now I'm working, I'm going to catch up. It may not be until August, but I'll catch up eventually.
But I mean, what about like the fact? I mean, I don't know if you're on. Does it overwhelm you when you when you try to do more hours? How did that feel?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like I said, you gotta keep gas the thing. Still want to talk. Like I got the energy, I got everything. Creativity with anticipation for my next year. Then I'm like, I got that mindset, and this is where it really gets crazy. That's when you think like, wait,
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah.
Something, but we'll figure
So
that out.
that's really cool, bro. I mean, yeah. I mean, I cannot compare myself to you at all. But if I was, but I kind of get the point of like having 3 hours and 15 calls to make a day. After you finish the call, you feel satisfied, um, and you feel like it's the same. I know. I don't want to compare it. Like I felt good today. I made a goal of calling one lead, and I called one lead. So after calling, I know it's small, but it felt so good. Felt so good. Like two, yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing I'm afraid of. Like at the point, let's say it gets so addictive, and I start calling a lot, and like, is there a limit? Like you guys, because Keston, I know he calls for, he's not calling for all the time, but he has like 6 hour schedule. What is the average? I see a lot of people doing 3 hours, like they said from like 9 to noon or 8 to 11. Even realtors, I've heard of videos too. They're doing the same thing. Oh, so wait, so you do make calls within because you have until 11:30, and then from 11:30 to 1 p.m. somewhere there, and you. Mhm. 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 Um, cool, cool. So you have one 90 minutes, and then 90 minutes you rest. Sorry, before 4, 1.5 hours, something like that. You have where you go outside, you walk and stuff like that, and then before that you do acquisition. Sorry, you do disposition. And what does that entail? Is it you calling buyers, or when do you analyze your deals? Mm. Uh-huh. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Okay. All right. So I mean, right now for the disposition, how do you dispose? Do you do just emails and stuff? Oh. Yeah. You mean every? Mhm. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, why would you want to increase your cash value? It looks like they're already buying from you. Are they buying higher? Like, are they buying at a lower price so you don't make too much, or just you want to have the diversity of having a lot of people to send to? Maybe some will buy it higher, maybe some will buy lower, so you have the option. Yeah, I heard that. Oh, sure. What? Mhm. Really? Sure. What kind of contingency do buyers have? What kind of contingency do buyers have? Like, no, I mean, no inspection or more inspection? Mhm. But isn't that good for you? So how do they make it hard for you? Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't want. it, it looks like they've treated you like that a lot. Dude, but I mean, I get now the point of you having like a lot of options. Right? That helps you not to depend on one person. Mhm. So do you? I mean, on your disposition time, it looks like you don't call. So what do you do during that time? You just send emails. Like, what about times you don't have contracts? Ah, mhm, mhm. Oh, got it. So you're right now you're setting things up for your VA, coming VA. Got it. Got it. Uh,
tenant buyer in this position because I'm only gonna be doing. Well, I'm always wholesale and this traffic stuff, but I'm really gonna start getting into the rentals next year, and so I want to have a tenant buyer database. So I'm gonna start doing the disposition just for tenant buyers,
Got it.
That way, when I get properties, I can lease options, man, I can just kill it for my rentals.
So you can do lease options. Do you mean like you can create a seller finance deal and then somebody mentioned. Sorry. So do you mean like you're gonna create a seller finance deal and then assign it to a landlord and stuff like that?
So I'm gonna have a harvest of tenant buyers, people that want home ownership, where they're gonna bring a down payment. So, man, I'm gonna have about 50 of them. As soon as I get a property ready to send it out to them, and they're gonna be fighting over it. You know what I mean? And then
I
get a
see.
deposit from them and give them like a 2-year lease, maybe 1, 2, however many year lease.
Mm-hmm.
For them to have the right option to buy the property if they don't buy it.
Take it back.
Put it on the MLS, or I get another lease option buyer, get a down payment. I know a guy in South Carolina that only does that. And man,
But
huh?
is he like? It looks like the main strategy is finding your tenant buyers. It is?
Bro,
How?
put up a post of people looking for a house to rent. Man, people get probably overwhelming.
You say like looking for a house to rent? Cause I mean, oh, cause there's a like the issue there is like lease option. I mean, sorry, lease to own or something like that. The option fee, like if I was gonna rent, I wouldn't want to pay the option fee. And if I was gonna buy, I would rather just go and get a mortgage. So how do you find your suitable?
So from what I've heard, I haven't done it actively yet. They just advertise to regular renters, and they convert their renters into tenant buyers. Now these renters are penalty box buyers. They can't get a mortgage loan because of whatever reason, and so they just convert them.
So how do you find those tenant buyers? I mean, how do you find those renters that are in a box?
The best way to me, I mean, and talking from a person who hasn't done it,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta shoot wide. Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. People that fight on something and want to rent, you can put a picture of a property up. And I'm not saying do this, but I had a property that I was trying to dispo in Warner Robins to sell it. And I probably got like 20 messages of people wanting to rent it.
Okay.
Hey, for rent. So really all you got to do is put up a property and say it's for rent, and then your inbox is going to go crazy. And filter through the tenants and see where they at, and then you will know which ones you can convert. You have a conversation with them about home ownership.
Mm-hmm.
However you do it, I mean, there's some research I will have to do because there's a certain way to say it, and then they'll be like, come up with the money for the lease option. It's really not a down payment technically.
Yeah.
Legally, it's not a down payment. It's an option, option to purchase. But
which they can
the other
exercise.
thing you could, I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
From what I know, also what you could probably do, reach out to like not insurance broker, mortgage lender broker, like a lender broker, or one of these guys, and they have loan officer. They have like a whole bunch. They have a whole bunch of people that don't qualify for housing in between. So.
But I always hear that looks like the best option, but it looks like an impossible option getting that list.
Said it's impossible?
Yeah, because I hear a lot of people talking about that option, and I've never seen it play. Maybe because I've never had it like a creative deal. But that looks like more or likely the best list. But I've never seen somebody like practically doing it. So it looks like a hoax for me.
I mean, I was a real estate agent, so I dealt with some loan officers. So I know when I do reach back out to those people, I didn't build that relationship. But if I didn't have a real estate license and those dealings, yeah, it probably wouldn't be that easy. But you just hit them with a proposition. Like, hey, man, I'll pay you for every, whatever, however you want to do it. Just as if you would do a realtor. But there's a certain way you got to pay them because they can't take you got to pay them some type of way.
So is it a loan, like a lender, or a person who helps you build credit? Who do you go to?
Oh.
Both?
Yeah, both of them are gonna have prospects, man. I would go to both, but out of those two, I probably would go. The loan officer would be the better one, but you got to be really good at how you approach them. And
are there any laws like privacy laws and anything like that to prevent you from? Because I mean, I would go there and tell them like a deal, maybe I'll give you like 10% or something like that. But I don't know if there's anything legally that would jeopardize you doing that.
That's perfect. This is what you just said. What are they gonna do with the people that didn't qualify? What can they do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like a making money thing for them. Like, yeah, man, sure. You know, I mean, of course, you got to probably build a little bit of trust on how you talk to them so they believe you. But most of them, if you approach them like that, they'll work with you.
Yeah, man. I mean, George, you're doing great, bro. I'm always envious, like people are doing good on the phone.
I appreciate it, man.
You
getting make some calls live tomorrow. Come on, man.
Step by step, step by step. Tomorrow I'll make two. Tomorrow I'll make two. I know.
See what y'all talking about, man.
Dude, we're always open. I mean, my goal is to I wanted to do it for 3 weeks before, but I'm still not there yet, so maybe one more month. Yeah, maybe one more month. But again, it sounds so absurd because you guys see like, oh, why is this guy doesn't want to just get on the phones, you know?
Nah, I don't feel that way. I think you need to make sure you're ready because you don't want to sound like a fool on the phone, but you just gotta realize that the basics of human needs, man. They just want somebody to listen to them. The biggest thing is getting past the first. I think Brett Daniels. A lot of people say it, but you just got to get past the first
10 seconds.
You get past those first few seconds, and that's where you just listen and you repeat. Listen. Try to do little small things like that first before you try to get super, make it super complicated. Just do it with somebody you talk to every day. Do it to Daniela. Do it to me. Do it to Mina. Like when I talk or something, find something that you found interesting in what I just said and repeat it back to me. Or when you talk to me, don't overuse it, but say my name. A lot of people, not a lot of people, it's scientific that people love to hear their name.
Yeah, oh, that's true, bro. That's true. I mean, it always strikes me too, like when somebody says like Joseph, and I don't know, bro, like it's an instant rapport. It's like you, George. Like if I give a Saint George, like I don't know, but I mean, I never get like I never get into any emotional attachment with somebody mentioning. Like I don't care whether you mention my name or not, but it just does something when somebody like I've just talked to them for the first time and they mention my name. So I get that. I agree with you.
So tomorrow, man. Wait a minute. How many weeks has it been so far?
With you mean like with Daniela or personally?
Yeah, you gonna role play for 3 weeks. How far are you along?
Oh, right now this is the 4th week. So 4th week, fifth week, honestly, 5th week.
So you past due.
I mean, yeah, I passed due, so I restarted it. So I did it alone without Daniela. So Daniela has been doing it for 1 week, and the reason I'm doing it with Daniela is um just the fact that I did for 3 weeks, and there was not a person to do it with consistently. So I was like postponing it. I was like doing just a few calls, and again, like there was nobody. So I just said, okay, Daniela, let's just practice together, and then you hold me accountable and stuff like that, and I do it consistently, and I don't miss a day. So that's the main reason for working with Danielle.
How long have y'all been? How long do y'all do role playing each day? Do y'all have a schedule?
Yeah. So last week our schedule was doing uh again, it might sound a lot because you guys you guys crush me in the morning. So 3 hours role play, and then the next 3 hours calling FSDO for sell by owners.
Oh, y'all
Now,
be making calls.
yeah, last week we did, but starting on this week I've been not feeling it at all, and that's because like the last call was like really horrible. The guy was was really mean to me, and then this week, and that happens because I'm kind of Daniela doesn't know as much as me on real estate, so whenever I don't feel like calling, it kind of affects her in a bad way. Like she doesn't have to call. But yeah, so this week I haven't called. I've probably called only the one today, and that was it. But from tomorrow onwards, listening to you guys' advice will be only calling. So we'll be just practicing for the first hour, and then the other 5 hours or six will be just calling and maybe analyzing after what we did wrong and stuff like that, and then calling again and stuff like that.
Next time you have a tough seller, jump over into our room and have me or Keston call them if we can, so you can kind of see how we handle this person.
Okay,
I
got it.
mean that can teach you a little bit too, because me and Keston do it. Sometimes people just don't niche well. You know, like Keston had this one seller. This one lady hung up in Keston's face, said, "You not from the U.S." Man, ask Keston the next time. He's like, I don't, you don't sound like you from here. Oh no, I'm not selling my house to you. Click something like, yeah.
Mm.
And Keston gave the lead to me. Couldn't get this lady off the phone.
Oh, really?
As a matter of fact, me and Keston went over to the house together. She wasn't there, her son was there, but because I was gonna put it under contract, but her son was kind of messing the deal up. He was wanting too much money for it. But yeah, I called and it was a whole different story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, the next time that happens, have one of us call and see how we handle it.
Dude, that's a good way to make me motivated. Call this hardness. So whenever I find something that like I feel like this guy was like not so good on the call to me, I'll just pass it to you guys. I mean, I want to see how you guys handle it, and
Yep.
to that fact, so that I know like okay, I maybe did something wrong on the intro, or maybe did something. I mean,
Yeah.
most of the times it's just the intro. Whenever I feel like I talk to somebody and the intro is like not good, um, that's it. Like I feel like that's it. But today it was different. I talked to a lady. She was like a little bit cold in the beginning, but I managed to talk to her for like 7 8 minutes. So again,
Yeah.
but maybe that was I just did one call. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I guess I just gotta keep on doing more reps. There's nothing more to it.
You okay practicing with Daniela? She might be. Is she a distraction or she good?
Nah, she's good, bro. She's good. I mean, I don't know what you're referring to that question, but
I'm referring to how good she was, man. She could be a distraction.
nah, bro. Nah,
Are you married?
nah, nah, nah,
Oh,
nah. But you can ask me personal questions. I don't mind. I don't
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
I'm not married. I'm
That
still.
seems She seems like a sweetheart, man. I don't know. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. It could be an easy. Huh?
No, so here's what, like, most of the times, like when I'm talking to her or anybody, or like, it's most of the time business, so I don't mix anything up. And um I'm used to, I mean, she was my VA before, so
Oh, she was.
yeah, she was my VA before, so kind of we have a certain rapport. And she's young, of course, so I kind of know that. And she has a lot to learn, but she's also serious. Like, she doesn't talk about other stuff.
Oh, cool.
She's serious. You know, I think that's what's needed. And most of the
Yeah.
times we're role playing, and she's, it's not a person who's like full. Like, she's happy sometimes, meaning that, like, it's not all business. Like, she laughs when I make mistakes, so it's a cool relationship. It's just like normal.
That's
Yeah.
Besides, she's all the way in Venezuela, man. She's not in your backyard anyway. Look, you can only do so much over the video.
Dude, like, what are you trying to get me to answer? Yeah, man. I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you. I think she's great. She's great, but
That's good.
yeah, it's mostly business. Mostly business.
I can tell she's serious too. Just when I was talking to her that day, she seemed pretty focused and she seemed eager to get. Like she was asking questions and wanting to know. So I was like, yeah, she's serious.
True, true. I mean, I think that's what. So I've had other VAs. If I would compare it to her, um, yeah, she just needs to get better. And I saw her telling her that, if you get better and I get better, we all get in a certain position of making money. I'll make sure you get paid. And for her, the dollar means a lot. So I understand that, and I think she's eager to learn. She's not, because some people are just there to. I've had other VAs who are good workers, but they're there for the money, and after that, it's hard to have a conversation. It's hard for them to learn something different. But Daniela is just different. I think she wants to learn the other stuff, and that's another thing. Like, she wants to learn about ARVs, how the software works. So today I was going over the ARV, how to calculate the ARV and all that, um, which is cool, and it helps me. I know there's no guarantee after she gets better she'll stay with me and work together, but it just feels good to have somebody, and yeah, if it works out, it works out.
Find her on like Upwork or something like that, or
Yeah. So, oh, dude, that's a good question. So I found her on Upwork. So I'll tell you a crazy story. So the name I found her on Upwork is Estefany. This is something. This is gonna be really, really funny, and you're gonna ask her tomorrow. I don't know if she'll be comfortable with mentioning it to you or not. But in Venezuela, they have a VA service where the owner of the VA company poses as the, like, let's say George, right? Imagine I never see your face, George, and I pose as George every other place on the where I have my VA. So I have a company called George LLC, and George, everybody who works at that company is called George. So I contacted her on Upwork, Estefany, da da da. I knew her name was Estefany. Contacted her, looking for a VA, blah blah blah. Yes, we get to talk. I add her even on Facebook, and she's my VA for like 3 months, but she was just doing cold calls, so I didn't have that much connection. I think that's another thing I learned today is like, after the zero to hero challenge, is having that connection, talking to your VAs every morning and stuff like that, getting to know them, how's the day and stuff like that. I could have uncovered all of it, but working with her, 3 months passed, so I think we've been working together for like 3 months. Cold calling, I slowed down my cold calling, wanting to do the 3 weeks and improve myself on acquisition calls. So I stopped all marketing. Then I told Daniela we're gonna take a 2 weeks break, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. So every VA I post them. And after 3 weeks, Daniela texted me and she told me, okay, I want to tell you something that's exactly the truth. Um, the service that I'm working on, my name is not actually Estefan. So I knew her name was Estefan. So she tells me my name is not Estefan. My name is Daniela. I am actually da 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 da. My Facebook is actually all the messages you've been sending me. They don't come directly to me. It's actually going to Estefan, who owns kind of the whatever. Uh, we talk for like I've never talked to any VA for like an hour. We talk for an hour, so I get to figure out her plan, like basically like the company that she was working with, which I knew. Let's say imagine like how you know Daniela, and I assume that Daniela is not actually Daniela. It's another name. You've never seen her face. The picture you see is actually not. Just imagine how crazy it is. The picture you see when you see it on Zoom, it's not the actual person. And then she tells you, I'm not Daniela. That's actually the manager who manages us and stuff like that. You've been talking to her. Don't send to her any message. So I told her the truth. At this point, I know I've talked, so I can feel like a good person, kind of like I feel the connection. But I have to just start trusting you again because I do not know you that much. At this point, like it's a different relation, like it's another chapter because I knew you're this person, and you come out. What if whatever you're telling me now, it's also still not the truth? So we start building up, and then I just told her, right now I'm just looking for person to practice with. So I mean, if you're up to it, let's do it, and that's where we are right now on the whole story. So I mean, it's just crazy. It's just been crazy for almost 3 months. I thought I can show you even the Facebook, the lady who owns the whatever, added me on Facebook, all the messages and stuff like that. But I didn't know I was not talking to the actual person. So that was like whoa, like that was a real big eye opener. Because just imagine if they had asked me for my bank accounts, my well whatever, and this is Upwork. Yeah, man.
So what was her name before on the account or whatever?
Estefany.
Oh, Estefani.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
so that picture on Zoom is not really her.
Dude, I wanna. I wish I could just tease you a little bit and tell you it's not hard, but that's actually that. I think okay. So we I guess we're gonna have to see her face, but I've never want to make somebody feel uncomfortable. But I guess that's the good chance. I mean, that's the new picture that I know of her. I can show you the old person that I know was Daniela with a different name before I knew that Daniela is Daniela and whatever. So that's her right now. That's her right now.
Oh, the picture on Zoom is her right now.
Yeah, that's her right now.
Oh, okay. Dang, man, this sounds like some catfish stuff.
Dude, like, uh, I mean, but another thing is this. So before there was no, so here, the only thing like I've never been caught into something like this. So this is like I feel so stupid first of all, but another thing, it's like all the another. Okay, so how could they have done anything bad to, like, let's say the only thing is I'm just thinking like if I would never give them my bank account or anything like that, but
Yeah.
like just think about it, like all these VAs. I mean, that's why all these scams happen. I got to understand the whole picture, like people scamming other people. Because like imagine if they would have asked me this. So I mean, what would I have lost? Um, yeah, maybe getting a credit card, but I would never give that online. But yeah, so there's, I mean, you never know, bro. It's just crazy. They can ask you your credit cards. They can like imagine if I just I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe you help me, but I'm thinking like there are many ways it would have gone south. Um, let's say asking your bank account, your social security. But of course, I wouldn't give it. But with enough rapport, knowing that you feeling that you're talking to somebody you know, which you don't really know. Yeah, yeah. I always I always hear internet stories, people losing money, And now I completely understand that that is not impossible. Because imagine, like, you just have to feel the connection. The worst thing I did is not seeing, even if he showed me his face, that wouldn't really change anything because, um, yeah, I guess, I don't know, bro, I don't know.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, my company that I paid before this, I guess that's how they got their VAs too.
Oh yeah,
Had to be the way you explained it. Yeah,
you mean
there's a
like,
guy here in the United States, but he gets. I bet you that's how they do it.
yeah, yeah, but I mean the fact of me that was crazy is that the fact that Daniela, like, they use only one name, you know. So you don't get to know the identity of the person you're actually talking to.
Yeah,
But even if you know, there is nothing you can do if you really do something crazy and share your personal information. There is nothing you can do because even if you know their identity, it's like overseas, no regulations, nothing you can actually follow up on.
yeah, yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
I gotta run, man.
Man, you're putting a cast on me?
Yeah, man, I'm supposed to be out of here at 5:30.
Cool,
You gonna
man.
be here in the morning?
Yeah, yeah. I'll be here at 7 a.m., bro. 7 a.m. my time, so that's 10 a.m. Yeah, same time you start.
7 a.m. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, I won't be on Daily Dial until Friday, but I'll be here tomorrow at 10.
Oh, okay. Why not? Why not on Daily that?
Monday, Tuesday, and Friday is the only days that I need from Daily Dial. Not
You,
need, but interested. I'm not interested in the Wednesday and Thursday zone.
oh, the Wednesday is for
Company.
comping, and the Thursday is for term speech. You don't want to do the term speech one?
Heck no, man. Man, pitching terms is so easy.
Come on.
That's just how Pace packages it up, man. That's his brand, so he makes it seem
Mhm.
he's done a really good job with packaging it up like that. But typically, when I talk to terms on sellers, I never be like, "Do you know what terms is?" Like, I don't take them down a rabbit hole like that. Unless I have to, unless I'm 90% of the time,
Mhm.
just say it how it is. What you hold a note, owner finance, what
Yeah.
you whatever. Very rarely will I say terms, so I don't need that.
But
Or
I
I'm
mean,
not.
aren't they most of the times telling you no? Because most of the times when I pitch terms, they tell me no.
Yeah, most times they will tell you no. The only people that will are like super like savvy people, like Indian or whatever, and then people that
Mhm.
aren't really hurt and don't have pain.
They'll say no or they'll say yes. People don't have pain.
Just say yes.
Ah.
Yo, George.
What's up?
Yo, Joseph, he's so good at talking, man. Imagine you were a seller trying to get out of a conversation 3 times. He said, he had you, bro. He had you back.
That's why I know he gonna be good on the phone, man.
What are you guys saying? Talk about it. I don't understand.
Yeah, you build a rapport, bro. Wait till you get to the sellers, man. You're gonna be killing it, man.
Nah, nah, bro. I mean, George is on another level. George got us 2 hours talking here. Do you think it's me? It's George who made me feel so good, and I started telling him all my plans, all about Daniela and everything.
Yeah, you told him your stuff with that yelling. I know everything.
Dude, you keep it up, bro. I love progress. I love seeing people doing their best.
Oh yeah, bro. You right there, man.
I love it, bro.
Mina, you coming tomorrow?
I'm in the middle of moving. That's why I'm in and out.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm actually out in 11 minutes, y'all. You want to make the call before I go?
You say you about to do what in 11 minutes?
I'm going to some sub 2 creative finance meeting in New York right now, actually.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah, man, trying to make it, bro.
You got your business cards ready?
Nah, man.
Well, man, enjoy yourself, man. Just jump in whenever you get.
Yeah, I will. And I do, actually. But thanks for staying, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, yes, bro. We'll do it again tomorrow, man.
Awesome.
All right,
I'm
fellas.
in and out. Hold up, I gotta pull the Joseph. How was your day? I gotta do something.
Did I? Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull Joseph.
Do I do that?
No. You just had the conversation going. I'm just giving you credit if you're talking to sellers, man. Trying to boost you up, and it's true.
I appreciate all the help. I appreciate it.
It's true, man.
George gotta go. I don't want George to.
About the event, man.
I will. Bro, I'm going in there with flip flops and shorts. Let's keep the little fee out.
What's wrong with that, man? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
They're lucky I'm making it too.
There you go.
I'm serious. I made some sacrifices to go. But yeah.
How much more you got left to move? What percentage are you done?
Aiming to leave on Tuesday.
Oh,
no, Saturday, this Saturday. But all contingent on this guy freaking signing the lease, man. I'm haggling with him, but I'm kind of working with him because I'm gonna make 4G a month. So, like, really ain't about certain things that he's responsible to pay. But we're working this, Basically, he said he's gonna sign it tomorrow.
How far of a drive is it from New Jersey to your new place?
An hour. It's literally an hour and 20 minutes on a decent day, hour 30 something on a crazy day. But I'm gonna be living in New York, so I'm not gonna have much to do now.
You gonna be able to get everything on one trip, or you got to make two?
Well, I'm getting a company to do it, so they're gonna have to take everything in one trip.
Yeah, they'll probably get everything on one.
They're gonna have a big truck.
I'm out for the third time. I promise this time.
This is the fourth time, my friend.
See you, bro.
Alright, man. Later.
Next time, you'll be in the call. Later, man.
Later.
You know.
Hey, Joe, that was great, man. You had him talking, bro. You had him. So all you have to do is just have that contract.
Good. Me talk. Amen. He had me talking, not the other way around.
Man, I'm trying to push you guys spirit up because I don't know, man. I feel like they're kind of hesitant on making the calls, but like you said, it's just reps, man. We gotta do it.
Yeah, I do. So, I mean, I'm trying to get see if I can get some more, like do one, then increase, then feel more confident, more comfortable, and you know, all of the.
Absolutely, man.
And you too. I'm like you probably not called the whole week.
No, man. Listen, and this deal's taking the time plus moving, so.
It looks like you want to, or when you call, you want to get into a comfortable position. Like you don't like to call. You don't want to call like on the car. You want to make sure you're on your bed or with your computer.
Yeah, I need my computer.
Dude, you can make calls on the phone.
Driving?
Not driving, but you're not always driving, right?
I guess, but a lot of the time, if I'm already in the middle of like doing something, I'm not gonna have a full concentration. Multitasking will not. I won't have a direct conversation. You know what I mean?
Got it. So I get what you're saying. So you don't like you wanna have like intelligent conversation, sit down, have a time blocked. Like
Yeah, I have notes. Like, right, if I talk to sellers and if I don't have any notes, it just doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
If you want to try to do it while trying to do something else, let me know. Do it, but it's gonna be tough. That's why I'd rather listen, give feedback, and kind of learn through that way. I'm like,
Are you always doing something?
well, right now, yeah, because I'm like, like trying to get my house ready and put it in the office takes a lot of time.
Oh, so got it. So when you're home, you're talking out. When you're outside, you're heading somewhere.
Yeah.
When is it gonna end? So I thought you said yesterday was the last day. You do sure and stuff.
Oh, just kind of going with this guy. I have like a deal that I'm working with my mom. She's buying a flip. I'm like, putting some work into that, putting the offer in.
What with your mom?
My mom, she's the one that got my brother started. And,
And she got you started.
it's for her, man. I won't put myself in that position. I don't know.
So you don't want to?
No. I want to do flipping because I don't have a support system all the time.
But you already have your brother.
Listen, man, just because he's my brother, he won't do things for me.
Is he your brother or your relative? Those are two different.
My brother is a flipper. And the guy I'm telling you about.
Your same mother, same father?
My wife. Yeah, it's everything.
Really? Like same brother?
Listen, man.
How come
you're a flipper, right?
Huh?
Listen to this. You have the whole process down. You have everything. Why would you give up 1% of your profit to share with somebody else?
Because your brother?
Man, he wants to make the money for himself. Plus, he doesn't have a degree. I have my pharmacy to back to. He does not.
Yeah, but I mean, it can get you involved slowly. Like
he won't do that.
Dude, I don't understand. It really doesn't make sense to me, honestly.
I got you. I wouldn't have anything to offer him other than getting him money, right? That's the only thing I would probably be able to do. He could easily get somebody else to get 10%. Of not 10% of interest on their money, not even 10%. So he's much more profitable if he doesn't. So I would do partners. I would do plans on my own. I'm gonna have to go in like a couple of minutes. You want to just make a quick call?
No, I'm not gonna make a quick call. You want me to give you a number? I'm gonna add the property here with Vicky. Vicky came here and then left. Dude, I can give you the number. Let me give you the number. You make a call.
What number? Oh no, I can't. I'm like literally right here.
Let's see if you can hear it at night. Maybe that might be helpful.
Yeah, I like every day.
Is it Zoe or is it Zoe? I don't know. My guess would be Zoe. I don't know. All right. Just won't even say a name.
Vicky, are you here?
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah, Vicky. Why?
All right, so I'm pulling it up on
away?
Prop Stream.
You know what? You got so many different rooms. I don't know which one I'm supposed to be in.
Yeah, it's confusing sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Like yesterday was in the breakfast one, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'm supposed to go back there. I didn't know, Joseph. There's 10 different rooms.
Yeah.
But I'm here now.
Okay.
What's up, Vicky? How are you? Good to hear your voice.
Yeah, you too. I'm good.
Yeah, you have a unique laugh. I would spot you from anywhere.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good.
That is Neo with his voice.
Cool.
It's true.
So we have, right? Michael Cruz. Cool. Have you talked to him to tell him that we're gonna call him?
I talked with him yesterday.
Okay, let me add him on podium, and then I'm gonna have you call him because they have people left.
Hi, Joseph, Vicky. I just got here. I'm gonna have to go. Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
All right. Take care, guys.
Okay, you too. Yeah.
So, what's up, Vicky?
Then you know, did Nick call Mark?
They update anything. They update
Yeah.
on podium. When if you can see my screen, maybe not. But whenever they have a lead that they call or they follow up, all the updates on Podio. So let me check. Mark, I see there's 121. I don't think that, I don't know. I'll just ask him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the calls, I'll just ask him if he called Mark or not. But I have no, I'm not sure. So let me just first comp this and then make add this.
Okay.
And then after, we'll see how it is. How it goes. But I don't think he has. It looks like Mark wants to get the deal done.
He does. He's like texting me. I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. So if he didn't call Mark, we can set him up for tomorrow at 2:00. Those are his good times.
Yeah. Maybe they're gonna try to call him right now and see if he answers.
Okay.
But I remember he doesn't teach in class. Does he teach school or something like that?
Huh?
Is he a teacher? Mark.
Mark?
Yeah.
He's a teacher?
I'm asking because he's not available after 2.
Oh, I know. He didn't tell me. He didn't tell me what he do. He just he's only a guy. I don't know what he does.
God. So
he always wants 2:00.
Okay. So this is a lot, right? They're asking 129. Okay, there's a lot of houses. Do you think it's a good deal?
I don't know. I know there's houses out there. It's like he said it's what do you call it? Area?
Yeah.
A lot of trees.
It's 526 right here. So yeah. So and this. So let's assume the ARV is 526. 15. 10% is 52. 20% is 105. And so this guy is selling it at 25%.
Okay, you selling it over market value? Is that what you're saying?
Not really, but what I'm trying to refer is how do you think you lots? How do you think lots like how much do builders pay for lots? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know.
I think you should because you've been doing lots a lot.
You know, I mean, I reach out to both, like single family and lots, and I get a lot of people contact me with land. You know, it's not that I'm targeting land. I just get a lot of them with the land. You know, which is weird.
Yeah, because land is much harder to sell.
It's harder to sell.
Yeah, unless it's a very desirable area because in the land, like the only play you cannot buy a land and then rent it out. You have to build something up to make it worth it.
Right.
Yeah. So the only buyer for land is not your regular homeowner.
Yes.
Very rarely somebody will buy a lot and then build something. It's just main buyers are builders. Like people will build something up. Yeah, so builders. So builders usually pay. Okay, so mostly maximum is 20% to be they pay for the lot. So 20% of the house, like the ARV of the area. Now, according to this property here, let's see, according to this property here, there are two lots here that was sold for 526, 485. So
Okay.
highest, let's see if 650 is right here. It's a little bit bigger, but 650 is kind of the same as almost the same size. So if you new this one here, this one is new build. Let's see, it's 650. If you build something for 650, when you times by 20%, so the builder, a person who will build something here will pay maximum 130 for this.
Okay.
Lot. So, and there is more, actually much higher ARVs. Maybe just again, yeah. So let's assume like 700 here too. So it makes sense. But again, another thing that is a little bit that is good. Another hindrance is that it is in a where there is not a lot of houses. Now, I don't know if there's really here there is no houses, but if you go here, there's more houses are more likely here. But no, maybe I'm wrong. So another thing is just easier if there's more houses in the area. Like yeah, like here it's easier to build a house in between here.
Okay.
It's just it is what it is. So let me see. I think if you can analyze them yourself, it's just better and easier because oh, this is nothing here.
There's nothing there.
Yeah. So one is just to figure out the first. Like it looks like most of the lands are just bushes. So if this land is houses here is better. And another thing to look for is you remember the slope. You want to make sure
the slope.
It's not,
I went on map right and looked at that. I seen what do you call that? The
contour.
The contour line. I'm looking at that right now on map right, and it's not that bad. Like, the line is straight. Not right there.
I think
you know what I mean?
You missed something.
I'm looking at it says a week, and then the other one jumps to 140 from 140 to 180 to.
But what you have to look is, are the lines close to each other or are they far away?
They're not like really close. I wouldn't know.
So they're close. So I'll show you something.
Okay.
I just want to make sure. Let's make sure we add this first. 705.
Yeah, his land looks like it's in a forest. There's a lot of trees.
Yeah, but I see a lot of houses they're going for 900, 725. So this one is the case, so it actually makes sense the price that he's asking for. But he's also smart because he's priced it at the price that that you hardly make any profit. So yeah, but again, this is something that Nick will have to
discuss. We got to look at that.
So I'll just add that. 5K, and then the other one is that is high, 759. Oh, this is an option. Wow. 759K. 9K. So let's assume 735 times 15%. I have 110 as the ARV. 10. And let's add that. And the seller's name. Oh, is this the same? Because yesterday was Sarah Cruz. Are they related?
Michael Cruz.
Are they related?
Not that I know of. No, from yesterday, that was Sarah from yesterday. That was her last name wasn't Cruz, was it?
It was Cruz. Sarah Cruz.
Let me see.
Oh, Sarah Clark.
Yeah, I didn't think it was Cruz. She had a call yesterday. I wonder what happened with that one. Did Nick call her?
Yeah, she didn't answer. But Nick called her a little bit earlier.
Oh.
Yeah. So she didn't answer. I told Nick, but I guess he wanted to get done.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't pressure that much. So they told me that they're gonna call today. So I can try to. So we can do like this. We can add. We can actually wait till let's see where Nick is at. They have like 3 calls, 2 more calls. We can try.
He's almost done, huh?
Yeah, we can try to call these leads, and then I'll just add them while they're. Whoever answers and say they're available, then I'll add them right away, and then they're gonna call them.
Well, I know Sarah's not going to be available till after 6 because she has patients, so she has to wait till after 6 o'clock. She said.
Every day?
Yeah. I guess she must be some kind of medical field, huh?
Sure.
She has patients. Well, what about Jeff?
1 second.
Jeff.
So this is what I want us to do. Why don't you do
what?
Why don't you try to contact these sellers and see if they're available right now, and then I'm gonna just add them and just let them know that. Is it okay if my assistant call you right away? Because when Nick is about to finish, he's gonna call them right away.
Okay.
So
how long is it before he gets done?
He's 2 calls away. So right now he's
2 calls away.
So if you maybe some that don't answer, so I would say let's start calling whoever you're gonna call now and see if they're available, and then I'll just add them, and Nick will just call them right after.
Okay. Do you want me to see if what is his name? Mark. Want me to text Mark and see if he's available, or did Nick? You think Nick called him?
Yeah, text him right now. Or call him. Can you not call him?
Okay, I'll call him.
Yeah, just check.
Okay.
I'm gonna now add him right away.
Okay, I'll send you a message.
No, why don't? Okay, you're not.
Because I'm on my phone. It's easier on the phone.
Cool. So, just join back on this Zoom. I'll be here.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Bye. Joseph, can you hear me? Joseph, are you there? Hello, Joseph? Joseph. Oh, Michael said yes.
Mark said yeah?
Yeah, Michael said yeah. He answered. He said yeah, he can call him in a few minutes. And Mark didn't pick up. So I sent him a text.
What? You said
Can you
Mark?
hear me?
Yeah, you said Mark.
Mark didn't pick up, so I shot him a text. And then Michael Cruz said yes.
Got it. So I'm gonna add now, like if you can see my screen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add Mark. Oh, geez,
Mark should add Mark tomorrow, because Mark's not picking up.
wait, so who said yes?
Michael Cruz.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Who else do you wanna add anybody else? Do you wanna check?
No, because I know Sarah's at work, so she's not gonna pick up till after. She don't do it till after 6. Yeah, what happened with Jeff? Remember Jeff, Arlene's
Yeah, they
husband?
didn't answer yesterday. So do you wanna check them today? No.
Yeah. He didn't answer. He told me, okay, I didn't understand that. Oh, she said after 5 o'clock.
They called him before 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it would have to be after 5. I guess he works too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I'm going to set up another time for them then, because if he's not answering before 5, I have to find out what day he's off.
Okay, cool. So, all right. And also another thing that Nick mentioned, I know a lot of lots, they make sense as a creative, like they're easy to get them on creative, but they're actually not, like they're at the end of the day, it doesn't change anything if like they're not good creative deals. And
what you say, Joseph?
most of the lots, the land deals, lots, they're not good creative deals. And I know.
Oh, they're not? Okay.
Yeah, and I don't want to, because I know you bring a lot of them, and I don't want to push you away. I just want to help you understand why. Because yesterday Nick mentioned this, and I didn't think of it. I never thought of it before. She mentioned that most of the times when you're doing creative finance, the way you support making making sense as a creative deal is that you either have a rental income, and then that rent pays the payments, and then it gives you cash flow, right?
So cash flow, okay.
Yeah. But on land, you don't have.
You can't get cash flow on land.
Yeah, you don't have a renter.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so they don't.
Okay.
Sometimes they don't make sense. I mean.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean it's helpful only in the fact that you're doing innovation. That a person doesn't have to bring money to
table.
Yeah, to the table for the land, so you just make payments, and then after you refinance, then you get paid out. But apart from that, it's not really good creative because even if you keep it for a couple, like let's say you buy it now and you don't find a builder, you just be paying every month to the seller without making any money.
You're not making any money on it.
Yeah.
You're just putting out money but not making any money. So so basically they do it all cash offer on land? Is that the best way to go?
So you can do also creative. It just it really it's not the creative part of it. It's not as magical as if you're doing a house, because the creative part of it just helps you not to bring too much money to the table.
Yes.
But the builders, most of the people who build houses, they actually don't bring their own money, so they get a loan, and it really doesn't matter if because they get a loan and then they build a house and then they sell it and they make their money. So it's not like a long-term thing. like most of the landowners, they don't just own land for long term and then keep it, but rather they own it and then do something and then sell it and then they're out of there.
Okay.
Yeah. But
so what do you suggest I should do with the land sellers then? Well, should I mean, I don't know that I don't
look,
you
I
know.
mean, if it's creative, yes. I mean, it's okay. They don't have to bring any money, but it still has to be a deal. Like it's still
at the end of the day, yeah, it has to be a deal.
Yeah, because you're owning it only for a short period of time. You know, most of the time,
yeah,
when we own, like we pay over market or on market price for something that is not a land, it's because over a long period of time we're gonna make cash flow, and and it offsets because you're gonna have a renter who will actually you won't be paying the money.
Paying the mortgage, the renter is.
The renter is, yeah, but
plus extra for you.
Exactly. So on land, the case is different. It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Here's the difference. There's somewhere where actually land makes sense, and I'll tell you where. Do you know where?
Where? In a good area.
A good area, yeah, but on long term, it's still the same play because the builder is just gonna get it out and then sell it to an end buyer, a new family, and then get paid out and all that. But the place where it actually makes sense is when you have a mobile home park, which is what Pace, was doing to give us a mobile home park list.
Yeah.
Because when you have land on the mobile home park, the mobile homes, they don't own the land. You own the land. And the people who own it.
And they're leasing it.
Exactly. So it kind of acts as a rental income. So even if you buy it on terms, you buy the land on terms, you can actually turn around and rent it out to a mobile home owner who's leasing it from you and make money.
Oh, so I had to find some mobile home park owners.
Exactly. So you remember Pace said it was gonna give us a list?
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been a very good list, right?
It would. What happened with that?
I don't know.
It never came. It never came up. You know?
Yeah.
But everybody was waiting on that list.
Yeah, I mean, it faded away quietly.
What? Dang.
Yeah. I think maybe just Pace and Cody just, I don't know, something happened that it was out of there.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
Yeah, and they couldn't. Let me even search it right now on the subgroup group and see if I can find anything related to it. Oh. Michael is one call away. So let's see. Sub 2. Mobile phone Fireplace. I think that thing is not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Nobody even say nothing about it. I know.
Hi, I'll join.
Facebook.
Exactly. Nobody said anything. If you're asking for this is June 22. If you're asking for the mobile home Fireplace month, and Cody are building a business for you all live at 3 times. Not the live, running at the 1 and 7 a.m. Yeah, I mean, it faded away. The last post about it was June 22.
Oh, okay.
And July 13, there was another post, but this is not about mobile phone. Yeah,
and Pace not saying nothing about it on social media, so you know it's gone.
Gone. But I mean, I understand there's a lot of things they provide for us, so it was free stuff. If they did provide, it's okay. If they don't, it's also okay. But it would have been good to get the list.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really nice.
Exactly. I was waiting to call. I was like, yeah, let's get it. Not.
Maybe not.
So let's set markup for tomorrow at 2 because this is a deal right here.
Oh yeah. Let me see. So you sent him a text already, no reply, right?
It's kind of a hard question to ask, but it's so important because
he didn't respond back. So he's doing something busy.
Oh, there's no time for two tomorrow.
I go to you and I find it.
What?
Yeah, only 2:10 on Friday.
To make sure
But
that I get a
let me
good
just add him on
understanding of
2:10 on Friday.
where this type of
But
Yeah.
I'll ask him right now and see if we talk to him. So
yeah. I know Nick is really busy, so he probably forgot.
Do you want to look at your numbers and give it some thought?
Oh.
And then I'll just let Mark. If Mark's respond, I'm gonna tell him he's gonna call him on Friday at 2:10.
So obviously the money portion of it is.
But I'll ask him today and see if he calls him.
I want to read it or not at my age. I would really just said it. I had to tell you the truth.
Well, you would be selling it. Yeah, you wouldn't be renting it. We would be renting.
All right, Vicky, if you wanna listen to Nick, Nick is gonna be on the. I'm gonna put the phone close to the speaker.
Okay.
Yeah, just feel free. I'm gonna try to work on something else.
I don't know how that would work. Tell you the truth.
Yeah. So basically, like let's say that you and I agree on a number. I think you're asking 330 or 300,000. Yeah, you're asking 300,000. Let's say we agree on 300,000. Instead of paying you $300,000 cash for the building, we would pay you maybe some money up front. But really, what we're looking to do is spread out that $300,000 into monthly payments. Same way you would with a normal mortgage. If you were to go out and get a loan from somebody, we would just pay you every single month. We would handle the insurance, the property taxes, and your only involvement is just getting a check every single month, or a direct deposit, however you like it.
Hey, I don't know where to start on it yet, but I'll think on it. That's something we can read in the negotiable, right?
Sure, absolutely. I just need to know what kind of monthly payment you would need, and then also how long of a term you want to do. Okay.
Now that I don't know. I have to sit down and figure out because you caught me on guard on that one.
No, I know that. That's why I'm putting it back on you, giving you some time to kind of mold over. So yeah, I understand this is here to answer.
Right.
So when do you think I should call you back? How much time would be enough time for you?
I said, I don't know. You can call me back. Okay. Around and see. We'll go from there. We maybe have to call another time, but at least maybe we can start something then, maybe, or at least talk about it more.
No worries.
See.
Yeah, let's do it then.
Okay, and call me back Monday evening, and we'll see if I come up with anything. Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay, you say your name again this morning?
Nick.
Nick. Okay, Nick. I'll look forward to talking to you Monday, and I'll sit down and try to figure out and see what might be what. Okay.
Perfect. And then just so I know, what time Monday? This time?
Monday evening, like this way.
Okay, I'll call you this time on Monday.
Okay, 6:30 or something. I don't know. Or
Sure.
6. Anywhere through there. Okay. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Stella.
You have a
Bye-bye.
good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What a nice lady. What is it? She owns a bar? Dang. All right, that was Stella Murphy. Zero sugar, dog. Oh, this is lower sugar. Oh, sugar's not a bad thing. Are you kidding me? That's why you're yawning, dog. You don't have enough sugar in your body. Not a little bit, okay? Sugar makes it time. All right, next on the list is going to be Dale. Let's see here. This is going to be a property in Huntington Beach. I'm guessing it's going to be an expensive property. Let's see here. Details about the deal.
retired, moving to South Carolina with daughter around end of summer. Wants to buy a new home for about $400,000. Has a HELOC loan. Think he might have to pay about $50,000 in taxes. Wants to save on those commissions. House is well maintained, moving ready condition according to seller. Could be Airbnb exits. Okay, looks like he wants to wait for a homestead buyer or whoever that can offer him around $830,000, as is with cash. Okay, let's give him a call. Actually, let me plug this into PropStream and see what houses are going for. I'm assuming he's wanting retail. You're on Dale? Yeah. Nice. Man, a 3-bed, 2-bath is $870,000 in California. Only 1,200 square feet.
I lead.
California? Yeah. Crazy, right? That's California, so for like $800,000. Included. Did you get into a finance deal? I don't think so. Random. I wouldn't want to live in California, but I think they're like right on the beach. Maybe if you can get into like a creative finance deal, the tax stuff not working. Right. I'm expecting this conversation to be, a homestead buyer or listing it. Shop. Hi, Dale. Hey, Dale, this is Bryce. Partner Mike, maybe a few hours ago, about your property on Howland.
No, I didn't talk to anybody.
Okay, maybe this was a few days ago. Looks like you had some interest.
Yeah, probably at some point down the road. Probably do something.
Got it. Okay, so it probably doesn't make sense for us to hop into a conversation right now. Did you have an idea of when you were looking to sell?
Not really.
Okay, so do you think this is one of those cases where I just follow up with you, or maybe you're just going to list it with an agent, or what are your plans?
Yeah, it's going to be a retail sale. We're not going to go to the wholesaler.
Got it. Okay, what if we bought this on terms, paid you retail?
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. I don't want to have anybody have any debt on the outside. So I want a clean deal.
You just want to be completely done?
Right.
Got it. Okay. So maybe you just wait around for a homestead buyer or decide to list it with an agent.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably go with the agent and do a traditional thing.
Cool, man. Well, I'll touch base with you every now and then and kind of see if anything changes. But we'd be agreed to pay retail. Just it'd have to be on terms. That's the only way it would make sense for us.
Yeah, this is where I would carry a loan out or something like that.
The loan would just remain in place, and if you just make that payment on your behalf, then we would put you in the position where we'd make you the bank. So instead of us paying, Wells Fargo or Chase Bank, we would pay Dale. So there's some tax benefits to that as well. You're not going to be taxed on the capital gains if you sold it on seller finance. You would just be taxed on the money that exchanges hands.
I guess that kind of comes down to the same thing, really.
Got it. Okay. Maybe I'll just touch base with you, and things do change, and maybe touch base in another 3 months or so.
Yeah, probably give it 6 months, maybe next year.
Got it. Cool, man. Well, I'll just touch base in 6 to 12 months. Awesome, man. Thank you. Bye.
So he just wasn't motivated at all.
Yeah.
Got it. I think you did a good job kind of bringing him back in a little bit, presenting a different option, seeing if that works. Yeah, sometimes with sellers that just aren't really motivated to sell, obviously, our job isn't to change their mind. It's to maybe point them in one direction, give them an option, and then just move on. So, all right, now we have Thomas. Pull Thomas up here.
Hello?
Hello, Thomas.
Yes.
Hey, my name is Nick. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. You spoke to my partner about your property on Beach Road.
I don't know who your partner is. I don't know who you represent. I talked to several people over the last 2 weeks.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how recently you guys talked, but she asked me to give you a call because you had some interest in selling. Is that kind of what you're looking to do here?
Yeah. The conversation, she called me. Was it Joy by any chance?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she had called me, and the discussion that we had was, you're about a year early, but I would be willing to consider if I could get some kind of clause to protect the current renter that's in there.
Okay, so basically you're just wanting us to honor their lease.
Yeah, it's a military member. He just renewed for 1 more year.
Perfect.
So next June, I think, or June or July would be the end of his lease.
Okay, got it. What's the current tenant paying right now for rent?
That's a great question. My wife handles that. I want to say it's $2,250 or $2,300, something like that.
Okay, not bad. I'm just curious, what has you looking to sell right now?
I have my VA loan wrapped up in it, and we're moving somewhere else right now. As you can tell, I'm on the West Coast, so we had originally bought the house to retire in, and then my daughter's moving somewhere else, so I'm going to retire.
Love that. Awesome. So I'm not 100% sure that I would be a good fit for you here. But we do a couple of different things typically. Buy a property to fix and flip. Obviously, we got to buy those at a discount to make money.
Yep.
Then the other thing is we typically buy and hold properties that maybe we can buy close to retail. So it's not always about us buying at a discount.
Ask her what she wants.
The challenge is whenever we buy rentals, instead of cash, we usually structure it on creative financing. A good example would be seller financing. Obviously, in this case, because there is an existing loan in place, what we do is do what's called buying property subject to the existing loan. We would leave the loan in place, just continue making the loan.
Yeah, no, not as interested at all.
You're going to need to get that loan out.
Yeah, because it's a VA loan, so I have to clear the loan to get my eligibility. Even if I wanted to do that, that's not an option.
Okay. So typically what the VAs, their lending works is you'll be allotted a certain, say they gave you a loan for $500,000 and you bought a property for $250,000, still have $50,000.
No, I got it. I understand how they work.
Yeah, so you spent the entire amount then?
I'm not going to disclose that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not, the bottom line is I am not at all interested. Let's say I didn't have a tenant. That would be the same offer you would make me as some kind of seller financing.
I would say just based on the price that you're looking for, I'm pretty much paying what the property's worth. I think in this scenario, slightly above what the property's worth at $395.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, she asked me if that was negotiable. She caught me like at work.
Mhm.
We didn't have a lot of time. What did I say? $395. Yeah, that's probably high. To lay my cards out on the table, USAA, I think the home value program there says it's about 385, 383, 385. I think I'd have to go back in, but I think that is actually what it's valued at. Heck, my taxes are almost that high. I'd have to get that out. But my property taxes, I think, are like right in that neighborhood now too. But 395 is probably about 10 grand more than probably I would say the starting.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, us buying it at that price, even within the range of that price, obviously there's no money to be made.
Yeah. I mean, that's the case. You're saying even at 385 there would be no money made?
Yeah, I mean, because if you think about it, when we buy this property and let's say we're going to flip it, right?
Yeah.
Then we would turn around and list it. Well, closing costs and realtor commissions accounts for about 7% of the value or the sales price. So that alone would get us well under.
And I can do that too. So, I mean, what would you be looking at? What would your ballpark be?
I mean, if I'm going to put money into a deal and have to flip it, it's probably going to be that's the bad side of flipping. I mean, they can buy it at a steep.
Yeah, mid I would probably talk to you. Low, no. Yeah, I don't need to sell it that badly. As a matter of fact, I wasn't looking to sell it.
No, I get that 100%. I get that totally. I mean, obviously we're a year out. Mainly this call is just to talk to you about a couple of options.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, man, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, well, you have my number. If you look back and think like you can do mid-threes, then give me a call back.
All right, I'll keep you in mind and probably circle back.
Sounds great. I appreciate it.
All right.
Great day. Thanks for the call.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Nice guy. Yeah, as soon as he was like, I need to pay off this VA loan, oh my God. The deal's dead. Which one are we on next?
We are on the last one.
What? We're already wrapping up. It's only 4:45, bro.
Huh.
That's your call.
Is he gonna call Michael?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's the last call, huh?
That is the last.
All right, Tanisha, that one was shared with you, so you'll be able to see access on that. I'm going to set a follow-up out for a month. Tanisha says, I'm loading you up for tomorrow. Love that. Man, Tanisha, Roland, you guys are just coming in clutch with leads. Renee's always coming in clutch with leads. Man, I love it. I love that we have a couple people here that are just super consistent with their lead flow. I appreciate that because you guys help us do our jobs. And obviously, we're trying to talk to fresh leads. Most of the follow-up is done outside of the Zoom, but the fresh leads is what helps you guys. So I appreciate that because they're definitely helping with this program and advancing it forward. Nisha says, you're helping me. I can't follow up with these leads with all these people and be timely. Awesome. Glad that we're able to help you guys. That's what this whole program is about, guys, is being here as, myself and Bryce. We're basically your guys' full-time acquisition managers. We're hoping you guys work on these leads and bring some contracts in and some revenue to your business. That way you guys can at some point maybe hire your own acquisition manager, or over time you guys get the hang of how to do acquisitions.
Nick, do you want to help me run the comps on this one? It's a vacant piece of land.
Let's see here.
I'm seeing like
What
not necessarily new builds, but single family residential, like a 2-bed, 1-bath, sell for $735.
Okay.
And looks like the seller is asking $129. So let's see.
Nothing. No residential land anywhere. A lot of land selling, but none of it is residential. Right.
They're calling Michael. Michael. 507. Vicky, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, cool.
So for one like this, I mean, I see single family residential property, a 3-bed, 2-bath with a 10,000 square foot lot, sold for $759. That's a third of the lot that this guy's looking to sell. Or does it have to be like a straight new build?
I mean, not necessarily. You can get an idea. Some neighborhoods are just old. People don't really, sell just the land for it. So I see that one that you're looking at, 757 off of Visitar Street. See if I find anything else. And the thing is, too, is like it's not just that one property that's sold in the 700s. Multiple properties are selling in the 700s. So I would look at 25% of 7. What is that? 7 something. 757. Retail value.
189 on that one.
Mm-hmm. So I would say if retail is 189, so it's not going to sell like a house would, where you buy 30 cents on the dollar, 70 cents on the dollar, flip it. It's going to be more like 50% type of thing.
So we'd have to get it 50% of
like 95. Yeah. I mean, you could maybe, just depending on how. Again, if it were a hot area, a lot of new builds going up, like people are snatching these lots, then I'd say yeah, I could do like 30%. But the challenge, there's not a lot of new builds here. How's the neighborhood going to take a new build? Because there's nothing really that's sold. New. Maybe if you go back a little bit further, let's say like minimum, let's just say 2,000. Your bill.
Something wrong here.
Yeah, see, there's not a lot of build.
So weird. Vicky, are you seeing my screen?
Here's the build. It was built in 2018.
No, I don't see your screen.
630 back in 2018.
Yeah, it just.
I'm sorry, yeah, 2018.
See those
what
that
this
were
parcel
here.
sold for.
Maybe.
You don't see them?
Roughly
Oh, no, no. Sorry. Now I see them. It's kind of like a really bushy area.
Uh-huh.
Because if I zoom in, I thought there was nothing, but it's actually.
construction loan back in 2015 for $130,000. So $130,000 divided by 15 is 866 a square foot times 30,000, 259. But I would just go based on 25% of the property for there. So we're at 189, right? Yeah, even at like 30% of ARV, you're at 132. How much is it? 126. I would just get him closer to that $100,000 mark. If you can get him like at $100,000, then still there's more likely. Yeah, I would say the sweet spot would be like 95.
Hey, Michael, this is Bryce. How's it going? Good. Hey, you talked to Vicky about a piece of land on Lakeview. Yeah, did she tell you I was going to give you a call? Yeah. Okay, hopefully I caught you at a good time. Yeah, sure did. Cool. Okay, so I'm just kind of walking into this. I mean, she kind of gave me the rundown, but I was hoping you could kind of catch me up to speed of where you guys last left off in your conversation.
She proposed 5 or 10% down and a 5 or 10 year payment plan. That's pretty much about it.
Got it. So you guys talked a little bit about terms then? Okay. So I think that's the only challenge is, typically when we do terms when we're buying vacant land, is we're usually teaming up with the person selling the land and doing a development. The only challenge that I'm seeing is not a lot of builds are in this area. So that's probably not the best route that we would go. So have you guys talked about maybe just a straight cash offer? Do you think that's something you would be more open to?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so I know where I stand, I'm sure you've gotten other calls from other investors, that sort of thing. Got it. So I'm not giving you a lower offer. What are the offers kind of at?
I've had people call, but no one's made any offers yet.
Okay. So looks like you got this for about $5,000.
That's correct.
Man.
20 years ago.
Nice.
Tax lien sale.
Cool, man. So I think, that's the only challenge is there's not a ton of new builds in this area. So for us to give you a cash offer, I think we need to be anywhere from 75 to 80,000. Do you think that that's something that you'd be willing to work with?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Awesome. Okay. So I just wanted to get you on the phone and kind of see, for us, it doesn't make sense for do terms because we're not going to be partnering on this. So I would see if you would be open to maybe just a straight cash offer. But yeah, we're thinking around the range from 75 to 80,000 for just a straight cash offer.
All right.
Oh man, so let me go back to the underwriters. We'll kind of dig a little bit deeper and see if this is something that makes sense for us financially.
If I can get him to that price, what's the next step?
If I can go to them and have that conversation and get them to that price, what's the next step?
Let's go.
Awesome. Cool, man. Let me go do some homework and then I'll give
That
you a
was
call
easy.
back. Are you going to be available tomorrow sometime?
Oh my God!
Bryce
I
didn't
would.
expect it.
All right. I'll touch base with you tomorrow then.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
What are they gonna say?
Good call, bro. This is close
Good
to
call, Bryce. Thank you very Vicky?
You asked about utilities. Yeah, it's for
Vicky and Joseph?
Yeah.
cool, bro. Feel
That was
like
easy.
it's a big deal? You feel like you're serious?
I
Yeah, I feel like you're serious.
think he didn't expect the yes. You know, most of the times like that, like, no, give me more.
Exactly, Joseph. You know what I mean?
Zachary says, nice. What do you think the next step on this one is? Is just to send this out to some buyers? Send it to Carl. Send it to
But
Caroline.
here's the thing. I think the contour lines be an issue, but I don't know.
Okay.
Just she'll reach out to people that
I don't want to give you bad
market.
news. It's
I
not.
know, Joseph, stop, Joseph, stop. Let me flavor in the yes.
That creates a whole bunch of issues.
Let me let you see that a
We
little
want
bit.
to lock up deals that
Yeah, let me feel the yes right quick.
So basically the process is Bryce is going to
That's my first yes. You know what I mean? This is my first yes, Joseph.
or people that she
Yeah,
knows
but
in the
look,
market,
so
just to
the
get some
thing is,
feedback.
like,
Make sure that we're looking at this deal
the difference between contours is, like from this one to this one is 40. Here to here is
Yeah.
awesome.
kind of
Very
like
cool,
40.
guys. That was the
40
very last call of the night. It's been an amazing day. We've had a ton of
I'm trying to see if there is the
I
ones
think we're
with
going
the
to have a
house.
couple of contracts this week and a couple
If
rolling
the
into
difference
next week.
between
So
the lots was also 40-40, then that means, the one of them that was sold in the same area. Let's see. I think the closest one was 546. So yes, um, let me ask if you can call Mark.
Oh, Mark's not answering anyway.
Oh, okay. Maybe another.
Mark haven't even responded back to my text, so he probably has to do it on Friday at 2. That's his best time for Mark. 2:10. I'll let Mark know so he can expect it.
All right. Friday then.
Yeah, Friday.
Cool. They're done, and yeah. So the last, just let me check this here. These two. So this one, let's see. I mean, that was easy, right?
Yeah, that was easy.
I don't think that should be an issue, but let's just so so the one that was sold for 546. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, so the contour between this is also 140. It's not bad. I mean, there's still the same elevation, 40 between 40, and here we have 40 between 40 between. And this is not as big of a lot size. And our lot is somewhere here. I think it's Christopher or something like that. 40 between, 40 between. Yeah, I think it's okay, man. I think it's okay.
Okay, cool.
Was the owner was Michael, right?
Yeah, Michael Cruz.
Okay.
The one with the trees.
Oh, is there? Yeah, let me confirm. See his name pop up. And then we will be done.
Okay, so they're gonna come tomorrow. They already put them on the schedule, or what? Or do we do that?
I think most of the times they do the follow-ups themselves. So as I told you, whenever they follow up, do you see here on my podium? Whenever you want, we can go over what the updates are.
Okay, cool.
So most of the lead when they update, they just have the leads with me here. You see, leads shared with me. So for example, if they call a person, they just update there. So here I can see the who is this? I can see what's the name again? Oh, that's what they meant. Okay, sorry, I'm just confused because the last time, whoever told me to Podio and update the Podio, but I didn't because I didn't understand what they meant.
Okay.
Yeah, Leans, for example, Leans, they tried to call 1 day ago, so you can see all the status that they have with the lead. So let's check another person. There's one yesterday again on 550, whatever, 12 days ago. This was, I don't know the name here. Name, let's see the name. Pingding. Pingding was 12 days ago.
Oh, Pingding, yeah, Pingding.
Yeah. So he wanted 6 lots, 50K for all.
Yeah.
I don't know where did they end with that. I don't know what happened.
I don't either. I have to check my notes.
Yeah. I think he wanted all cash. He didn't want financing. I'm not even remember. I don't remember. So yeah, so all the leads, if you want to check updates, just let me know. We can go over them. Norman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Norman, they tried 2 days ago. No answer. They set up a follow-up. They set up a follow-up for July 20, which is
Yesterday.
Yeah, but I don't think they did. So
I'll call Norman tomorrow and see what's up, and I'll call Sarah tomorrow and see what's her day off, so she can be able to answer the phone before 6. Because after 6 is kind of late.
okay, got it. Yeah, yeah, and also they have Saturdays these days. I don't know. We can also check them on Saturdays, the ones that don't answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
figure something out on Saturday. But
Awesome.
this Saturday is nothing. But let's see how it goes. Maybe they might add something or not.
So they're open. The slots are open on Saturday, though, right?
Right now there's nothing.
Okay.
But I'll see if they open something up on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. I got my first yes.
Oh, you're about to make 2 deals, Mark and
Mark and Michael.
yeah.
2 yes, Joseph. That's just the beginning.
Lead from now on.
Yes. Just keep pushing them through, right?
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Just keep pushing them through. Yeah. All right, Joseph. We'll be talking with you tomorrow, as always.
Definitely. There's no day we stay offline. We gotta keep consistently follow up.
Definitely.
And some that didn't answer, we can go over them and then see how they go.
Huh?
Some of them that never answered before, we can also
go back again, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got a lot of like these other freedom stuff. I need to go back and check those out also.
Exactly.
And see what they're doing. If they change their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably spend Saturday doing that. You know what I mean? Calling those old leads on Freedom Soft.
Uh-huh.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
You never know.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right. Take care of it.
Okay. Bye-bye.